Hello and welcome to another episode of the Eternal Journey. This time I picked some up from another content producer. His name's Manus. I'm going to leave links to their Reddit post and to their YouTube channel in the description. But this is another interesting take on the Vicious Highwayman Bandit Queen deck, which has been coined as Royal Burn, which is an interesting take. Anyway, the rapid shots, sort of a new inclusion in this deck. I know the original version I was playing a couple of weeks ago didn't play any. That being common knowledge, made playing against that deck a lot easier. Now, if there's going to be a version that plays it and a version that don't, it's going to lead to some interesting play. Anyway, let's jump some games. Manus has probably described that deck a lot better than me in his preamble, so just get to the games. I do like these new features. Unfortunately, the queue times are too short, so you don't get to play them too much. So, on play, do get a Oni Ronin into return to Scoutland, but I think I can do better. Definitely got the influence for this guy, probably going to draw a land for this, but if I do, I'm going to be sad. So, that's a redraw. Oni Ronin on the play is sort of what you want to do. This hand's just miles better. You get to go Ronin into this, into, I suppose, tap land, kill whatever your blocker is, and then hopefully run this out on time. On the play, this is actually a bit of a pain to deal with. There's not many other one-drops. Whoops, I spoke too soon. I'll be sad if this is Grenadines. So, yep. So I suppose we just follow up with the Instigator. Pass turn on that. Close some windows so my OBS speeds up a little bit. Ruh-roh. Just gonna slam. Yep, they'll let me get in. And now play this. Just gonna bottom your land. Yep, get that down. Don't really need to make this straight away. Like, all my guys are bigger than what they're doing. I prefer just to find more action. Okay, so now we get to make some plans. I'm going to do this first, because if that's land, I'm going to bottom it. Might spike a Cinder Yeti. Yep, I actually just did. So I want to play that. If they want to put 4 Grenadines in front of this, or 3 in front of this, they still, it's as if they didn't block it. So I'll accept that. Ideally with the Bandit Queen you want to have more things in play, but given they've got such nonsense blockers. Okay. This being Grenadines, it doesn't really matter which one you destroy. You usually want to keep this one in play so they can't dark turn it or make the 3-1 Wayfinder thing to bring it back into play. But for the most part it's not going to matter. I got Warcry out of the deal. And I removed a load of the blockers, which I'm going to slam this on the next turn. It's not going to be too excellent because we'll be 3 for 3 in blockers. They'll just lose the board. There was an element of thought there where perhaps I could have just not played this, kept up the Annihilate. Ooh, okay, so I can make an even bigger board. Yeah, let's play this. Let's do this for Annihilate, which Annihilate's pretty good with Cinder Yeti because they'll get overwhelmed. So to put 3 guys here, I'm going to kill 1. Which might prompt a Devour because they're going to lose all the guys anyway. Yep. Okay, so it's just a torch. So this is interesting. Grenadines doesn't always play torch, which is why I didn't really factor it. And if they do, it's just going to like 1 or 2 off, just have some sort of cheap interaction. Okay, this isn't straight Grenadines, this is some sort of Chalice deck I'm guessing. So, for the most part it's this free. What is it? I don't want to lose this. They're going to chuck this away and just make a 2-2 flyer. But it'll at least deal them the damage from that. So the thought is to play Queen, but I'd rather just get more things on the board. It's unlikely this deck's going to be playing anything like a devastating setback that's going to just, you know, get me. So that's 4 damage to them. They make a 2-2, but next turn all the blocks are going to be not very good anyway. And if we do get the Bandit King, then we're in good shape anyway. Yep. Okay. Yay! Ace fixed. This weekend the ace base was not working, which made playing a deck like this quite difficult. So, everyone's getting single blocked, they're going to take some number of damage, and it didn't matter about the Instigator triggers. Ooh, shiny. Might open that at the end. Yeah, so I've ordered a mic already, and I'm going to look at do some editing software just to make these videos a little bit cleaner, crisper. Because at the minute they're a bit scruffy and relaxed, which, you know, is fine. So let's look at this hand. If there was one more land in this, I would keep it, but 2/5 drops one land that is tapped anyway. Nah, we play though, so I've got good chances of doing well. Okay, we don't have a turn 1 play, but if we draw lands, we've got quite a nice curve. Cinder is an interesting inclusion. It's not as bad as drawing anything more expensive than 2, but the Rakano Outlaws still a good draw because even if we draw a tap land, I still get to play something. Well, back to the Cinder Yeti. I wasn't sure about this at first because I just felt like it would take place perhaps of like assembly line, because at the time that's what we're playing in Bandit Queen. But right now I'm just going to play Champion of Chaos, just more efficient than this. I'll use this to reload at a later turn, where I can just do a 2 and a 3 together. Or perhaps I'll draw land into a 2, play 2 2s. Okay, so that would have made me feel silly. That's going to exhaust her. Just get in. This I don't think is a great matchup because I don't have my rapid shots and they have stuff like Sandstorm Titan. Like so, here's the Titan that can't be exhausted, which is sort of a nuisance. So this doesn't have Death Touch, so should perhaps just be a load the board turn with a plan of drawing a shadow and putting the Queen into play next turn just to deal a bunch of burst. I mean, life doesn't get better for me if I don't commit to the board, because then they just keep to play threats. But doing this does play a little bit into them just having a harsh rule, and at that point they'll be in good shape. I do get to follow up with Highwayman into Queen, which is actually quite a lot of damage. It's okay. Queen off the top. I'm just going to start chucking stuff in the bin just to push damage. They get to block and kill, like two of my best things, but I'm just going to redeploy every turn. Okay, they're at 1, so they need to Wrath, or they need to play like 3 additional bodies. So now they can potentially play Protect, but they can't Protect and Desert Marshal, so I'll do the job. I always forget that this does 1 when it enters play, so I didn't even consider that. The game's quick, so I think I'll do a third one, try and get that silver chest. I'll play again, so We are lucky. This hand I'm not quite as excited about. I do like Instigators and some matchups those are great, like against Grenadines or any other sort of sacrifice decks, but you know, we're not really doing anything. We don't have red, we don't have double influence for this, so I'll just bin it. This is sort of the same, but we do have the double red, and we've also just got more cheap stuff. And big fan of Rapid Shot. I don't think this is much worse than it was when it cost 1. Okay, we'll do a 1-drop, which is good. That means that if I draw a power now, I get to go 1-2 on my next turn. So I was going to block here. Like, whatever, you have a trick, it literally doesn't matter. Like, it's still trading cards, like, it's fine. I'm gonna play another one. Eventually you'll run out of tricks before I run out of threats here. I'm not drawing a power next turn, which sort of hurts, but we get to go into an outlaw. Okay, so now they didn't get to attack. Ruh-roh. We're in trouble now. It's only 3-3, they get to play a power to turn it on. Okay, so we're in trouble in this game because we need power. We're pretty starved for that. If I attack, they'll just take it, and then I'm going to assume that they've got a dual influence in hand. Look what they've played. They played the unit like second, so any power sort of does it. So I'll be taking 6 back. It's not worth it. So time power. So I'm going to play this one over the 2-2, just because it's a clean swap between these. Yep, so we've got the Death Touch. Okay, they're deflying the threats, but for some reason they're not attacking. I mean, I feel like they would have sniffed out a torch if there was one, but they could just be building up for a queen now. Or even Highwayman could be pretty good for them. Yeah, so that's a queen. Look at how much damage this is. 4, 8, 14, 20 in total. Plus I would lose my board for free. Yeah, just call it a day. Yeah, let's go for another game. May as well. End on a good streak. Okay, so triple diamond. This could be anything, but we'll play again. So this is actually not even worth considering because it's just one single power. Ooh, this is not great. We do get to lead with this into this, so we have double everything. Basically, don't know what they're on, but yeah, I think I would like the threat, just because it gets me torch plus Oni Ronin. But by the time I get to attack, it's free, so I'll probably just want to just bin that. When I'm on free power, I've got these two things to do anyway, just keep pushing damage. Okay, that was worse. But we are going to get in about 9 damage with this. This needs to be like a sorcery speed Desert Marshal, but I'm a big fan of how much haste damage is in this deck. I mean, personally I was playing more dragons, but if people are going to be playing Combre with Desert Marshals, this is just so much better. It trades. So now we need to consider. I want the 1 damage. Do I want this because they've got Titan, or do I want this when I can just face? Because I do have, at this moment in time, I've got 12, 15 points of damage, but I'll just take this. Nice and cheap. It still did some damage. Like, they've silenced my guy, but that's fine. Yeah, we're pretty favourite to be able to hit the power for this now. So perhaps that was a case for the Annihilate, just because it was an extra 3 points, but we'll see if that matters. I'm hoping this is a Titan now. These are not excellent against Protect. Well, I'm going to Annihilate now, because it'll let me know if they've got the Protect. There's no pause then, so just slam them for 6. It's aggressive, but if they don't put something big, they're dead next time. Okay, we've got a Tranquil Scholar. Please no lifesteal. Revenge, that's fine. Okay, so if they double block, they take 2 still. Just at the point where, yep, that's fine. I just want to get them down to 6. So they've got something spicy in hand that's got its destiny. Oh, revenge. Or destiny at some point. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it just to let them know what's what. Having more power in play when you've got warp cards in your deck is always better. So I need to think here. If I obliterate, I kill this, they take 2 damage and then they take 5. I've got 3 cards in hand. I really don't want to see a protect or a... Let's play around a past turn. I've got something to do, so... Yeah, Desert Marshal. Desert Marshal on this is very good for them. Okay. I like that last turn. That would have made this game a lot easier. Okay, so we get to get some sort of chip damage in, because unless they have owls right now. Okay, so I'm just going to slam. Throw them overboard, and Paul's going to get 2 damage in, put them to 5, and then try and obliterate the rest. Ooh, okay. They just wanted to eat my board, okay. So if they've got Protect, they're very likely going to win this game. Okay. That was that, 3 and 1. Let's see if we get an upgrade. 245 is good. Yeah, so I'm going to leave the links to Manus in the description, so hopefully you can go and check them out. Their content's usually pretty good, and a lot of the time I feel like they do drive the meta somewhat, especially with their pretty sweet brews.